Capacities for this very important occasion. We are giving out tools, especially tablets, to selected institutions within the national statistical system. As we have been emphasizing, all members here are members of the national statistical system because you are key users of the statistics we produce. You are key producers of a lot of statistics, whether in organized or disorganized form, and also you are policy makers. So all of those institutions and actors they form the national statistical system. Our role here is coordinating the national statistical system and ensuring that it is vibrant and produces statistics of high quality that should make a difference to mankind, as the Archbishop said in his prayer. At the Bureau, we consider this a key initiative in enhancing capacity building within the national statistical system, and more critically as it helps to improve the quality and production of administrative data across institutions. We believe that if we use these tablets and to those who are given computers well, we shall be able to collect, produce, disseminate, and make available comprehensive statistical indicators to inform the various facets of national planning, policy, and decision making. The tools we are donating or transferring to you, I think for those who are not in the government system, we are using a disposal method by donation. And those who are within government, it is transfer from one institution to the other. And these are all well-known methods of disposal of assets from an entity. These tablets we are transferring or donating were used during the National Population Housing Census 2024. As you know, when you are procuring, people are asking, but all of these tablets, what they will be used for? And we make the commitment to the country that they will still be used for the foreseeable future until when they become obsolete. So we are trying to utilize them post-census, and they are still, we can confirm they are still in very good and usable conditions. We empower you to deploy and use them principally for statistical purposes, not making calls, especially organizing your administrative data so that you produce data and you can manage what you know. Government spent resources to acquire these tablets and computers, and the spirit of enabling operation efficiency, we developed the post-census utilization that is being carefully implemented. This is the second lot we are giving. Initially we gave universities, public universities, and cultural institutions that had the memorandum of understanding with us earlier. We also disposed to local governments through the Ministry of ICT. Now every parish has 2 tablets to strengthen the administrative data systems down there and enhance the community information system. We now want to know whatever is taking place in every area from grassroots. The question that the media should be asking the people who have given the tablets is, are they being utilized for the purpose we gave them, and are they being useful to improve the livelihoods of the people that are meant to serve? Our team from Directorate of Methodology and School Coordination Services will continuously engage you to ensure that you develop the statistical sector strategic plans. You need strategic plans so that you know, maybe for 5 years, we want to reach here, and how we are going to reach here. Strategic plans should have a goal or goals, interventions, and outputs. So we shall be available to develop capacity to work with you, and should be able to give us periodical inputs and outputs at various points of the value chain. The tablets and computers should make your work easier, more efficient, and in the long run, make the entire NSS, National System, have more automative statistical systems that ensure timely production of statistics. In fact, when we use these, we shall get rid of paper and therefore saving our environment also. We all participated in the census exercise last year and saw how much technology can be used for reducing the turnaround time. We already disseminated. Had we used the paperwork, the paper would still be in data processing. We produce the final report within 6 months, and our area-based profilers within a year. And I was pleased especially to hear during the past concluded campaign, political campaigns, leaders were using the statistics from that census. And especially the President of Uganda. I want to believe that the statistics he used to inform the public the progress made him achieve what he achieved. So we encourage everybody to use statistics. If first of all we want to account to the people what we have done, and also to understand where the gaps are that we need to improve. Like I said, last year we released 5,195 tablets to Buganda Kingdom, Bunyoro Kitara, some to Rwenzururu, but I have gotten very few. We told them they have a very big population, they need more. We gave to all public universities, major ones, and so now we are still rolling out to you, especially our friends from Intelligence Council who have been with us throughout the statistical production. We haven't forgotten you, and what we promised we are going to deliver. And actually for Buganda Kingdom, the tablets we gave them have enabled them to produce a second edition of Manya Sazario. I want to implore you to look for that Manya Sazario and read and see how that kingdom has used the existing data from official surveys and administrative data to produce their statistics. And I think that should be a template for all of you. We need this statistical abstract, and the data there should be mainstreamed in the central statistical database, and then the whole country and the world uses the statistics. Today, therefore, we are giving you tablets and computers to aid your efforts as follows. Number one, Intelligence Council of Uganda. This group has very large following. It has the Roman Catholic, it has the Anglican, it has the born agains, I have to be careful because my friend Bishop has come. When I tell him that I'm not in his dominion, but I'm born again, he says, no, I'm not born again. But you tell him that even the Anglicans are born again. So that's why we categorize them as Pentecostals, Evangelicals, Baptists, like that. But with no offense, we know what we are doing. So the Interreligious Council, we are giving them 3,500 tablets. You had requested for 5,000, but our means, and we think these ones will be enough for you. You utilize them and we see whether you still need much more. And we are giving you also 3 computers so that the research unit can be getting information and collect it. And the method is by donation. We are donating to you. So look at them as a donation and look after them very well. Omukuka wabujisu. Do you have them here?
Yes.
250 tablets. Hey, my friend Jerishon is here. 250 tablets by donation. When your Kitara had got computers, we are giving them 3. No, I've gotten tablets, we are giving them 3 computers. Gwenzuru, we're adding you 150 tablets as a donation. National Planning Authority, they requested for 50 and we are giving you 50. My friend from NPA, Presidential CEO Forum, we are giving you 50 by donation. NPA is by transfer. Economic Policy Research Center 50 by transfer. We look forward to reaping these seeds we have sowed. We are sowing seeds. And for me, my interest is statistics. And once you give me statistics, I will be happier. Then we can collaborate more. We have promised we are going to continuously train you how to process this data, how to analyze it. The EPRC have a lot of data from here. You need to produce more research papers to inform the public how we are doing and also government actors to improve how we are doing things. Now these tablets also help you get more data to supplement what we give you. So in total, we are going to give you 4,050 tablets and 6 computers. With the seeds we have sold, we hope that we shall together contribute to the development and sustainability of a more robust national school system and a better country that uses evidence in their decision making. Thank you very much. I say all this for good of my country.
Executive Director UBOS, all institutions present, the media and the staff of UBOS. I am Dr. Wandui Masiga, the Deputy Prime Minister of Omukuka of Gisu Kingdom, and I'm here representing the kingdom. As a kingdom, we are in the business of collecting data, which we analyze and use for the promotion and preservation of our culture, and at the same time for the development of our community. Our kingdom has a population of 2,060,000 people, of Gisu.
And
And
Kenyans.
this is for Uganda. And this is the data as per the census that was recently concluded. Right now we are embarking on developing projects that are aimed at developing our community. And we needed these gadgets to help us collect this data, be able to analyze and use it for the purposes of developing our community or our kingdom. So we are really happy that we have been among the group that UBOS has considered to donate these items for us to be able to use in partnership with UBOS to collect this data for development. I deliver the greetings from His Royal Highness Jude Mike Mudoma, who is so happy with this generous offer. We have a total of 250 sub-counties, and in our plan, we will at least use each of these immediately in each of these sub-counties to collect the data, which we shall receive real time and be able to connect to the softwares that are able to extract this data. And in a very short time, we are able to make use of this data. So thank you so much, and thanks for all the kingdoms and all the institutions that are here. And we pray that those who may have better capacity to use them, we will come to you for further capacity building. In this case, it's technical capacity building. We have the physical, the gadgets. Now we shall come for the technical, and we will work hand in hand with UBOS, since you have built a lot of capacity in this area. Thank you so much.
All the protocol observed. Swaibu Ngowa, a senior research fellow with the Economic Policy, working with the Economic Policy Research Center. And right now I'm representing the Executive Director. Greetings from Dr. Sarah Sserwadda. EPRC, our responsibility and our role that we play, we generate evidence and inform policy processes, and that's how we contribute to the economic development of the country. We've been working, this is not a new jargon that I'm bringing on board, but we've been working closely with the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, using data from here to conduct research that has ably informed policy processes in the country. We broke ground with, together with support from the Bureau here on the conducting the understanding, allowing, supporting government to understand how the partnership development model exercise was unfolding. We did a process evaluation, and one of those are flagship projects that EPRC undertook, and we were able to use using data from UBOS, and we collected the data. So this is very timely that the Bureau is allowing us to have the capacity, to build the capacity to be able to collect more data, where some of the data points are not in the key indicators of the national surveys, the various national surveys the Bureau collects. I can report here that one of the other research we conducted, now you hear the sugar industry is quiet. We conducted research that informed to really brought together stakeholders that were almost antagonistic, and they could not talk to each other. But through research and evidence generation, we convinced them, and everyone agreed with what we had, because if you collect good data, generate good evidence, it's easier to talk to all stakeholders and to convince them and to agree on a point, to the point that we reached a point of signing a reviewed act, and that was ascended to by His Excellency the President. Frequently, we conduct the business climate index, we support the private sector, and that ED requires data collection. And that means that now we will be able we use the private sector, and we have enumerators around the country. So now we have the tools, we have the tablets, so we'll be able to collect the right data. With this, I would like to thank the Bureau for extending this gesture and for enabling the process of building capacity of the EPRC through the donation of the tablets. We have NPA, I mentioned the NDP 3, drive economic transformation. We need evidence, and the evidence will come from the data we collect. The 10-fold growth strategy from 50 billion to 500 billion by 2040. We need to understand what is going on, and we need to track progress towards that goal. That requires good evidence. So today marks a very important day, that we are going to be good data collectors, good generators of evidence based on good quality data. I thank you very much.
Everybody, I am glad to be here, and I think, as the ED said, I have been at UBOS. I served as a board member for 6 years, from 2012 to 2018, I don't know, we need to check.
2020.
To 2020. So I've not been here for 6 years. But before I say what I have to say, I was part of the board that ushered in the new ED that we have. And one of the things that he promised was that he's going to transform the way the census is done. He said we need to move away from paper and start the digitalization. So join me to thank him for delivering that to the country. We are so proud of you, and I think seeing that you're doing what you promised make us very proud. On my side, I am here as a member of the board of the Presidential CEO Forum, and I'm representing my chairman of the board, Mr. Emmanuel Katongole. We are glad and honored to receive this donation of the tablets. The Presidential CEO Forum is an initiative that was set up by His Excellency the President of Uganda to keep dialogue and interface between the private sector, the public, and the scientists. We have been actively meeting the President every 6 months. He has religiously kept the schedule, and we discuss a number of issues. And whatever that guides the issues we do is research. So this particular donation is going to support our policy and research agenda as PCF. And we are so honored. We've been used by government to do a lot of research as PCF, and I think for the iron and steel sector, government asked us to provide more research in that area, and we're doing it. We think that this kind of interventions by UBOS, not only for PCF, but also for the various institutions, religious, cultural institutions, are critical for the country. We can no longer let digitalization leave us behind. It is the way to go. So apart from research, dear Dr. Chris, it is also turning around. These digital platforms should be able to turn around the way these institutions are working. Because these days, even in the private sector, for you to make a decision, for you to grow, for you to invest, you need research, but also you need information. We can no longer go into traditional libraries. So these gadgets should also be used to help them for learning, e-learning, quickening decision making, and being able to be foresighted about the future. So as I end, I want to thank you very much with the team of UBOS. You've made Ugandan proud. We are so glad that whatever happens, at least somebody has a reference to the data of UBOS, and please keep it up. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you so much, ED, and all of you, dear beneficiaries, and the management of this great institution, UBOS. I'm called Kule Baritazale Benson, the Prime Minister of Singapore. As the ED has put it, indeed we benefited We got 120 tablets the other time, and now we are going to be given 150 as mentioned. The institution is wide. It has most of our subjects fund-wide from Kasese in the Rwenzori region. And therefore, all our chieftains, clan leaders, native chiefs, the ministers of OBR are utilizing these facilities. We have a number of undertakings. We have what we call the Nyabaole Foundation, for example. That is the foundation of the Queen, which has a number of projects and a number of, it has a research, it conducts a research on girl child education, research on domestic violence, and all those other areas of research. Now we certainly are going to utilize these tablets, because the tablets that were first given were given to these other areas of the ministers and other officials, but were not given, for example, Nyabaole Foundation, which has a number of officials. So we are going to ensure that they get these tablets so that they use them as they conduct the research. I must mention that these tablets are doing quite a lot of work down there in terms of data collection, and we want to make one request, ED, that as you have said that you have made distributions, you have made centers, we shall make a formal request to request that we get training on how best and effectively we can utilize these tablets. We have a lot of work that we would want to do in terms of agriculture, in terms of education, and other areas in the kingdom. So once we are trained and given guidance, maybe we shall utilize these tablets better and more efficiently. We thank you for this gesture, and we pledge that we shall put these tablets to use for the benefit of our people and all Ugandans in general. Thank you, Bwana Idi and Ubos.
ED. My name is Joseph Sserwadda. I am the presiding apostle of the born again faith in the country. We have 26,730 churches. The born again faith on its own, 26,730 something churches to date. I sit here to give a vote of thanks and to thank you all for coming. And by way of starting, good morning everyone. The Inter-Religious Council of Uganda, where I sit as co-chair alongside my brother, who has represented our chairperson, has 7 members. The members are the Roman Catholic Church, the Anglican Church, the born again faith churches, the Pentecostals and Evangelicals, the Muslim faith, and the Orthodox faith, and the Seventh Adventist faith. 7 members. That composition has been together from 2011, and we feel comfortable working with each other, but we are also very, very comfortable working with you, sir. You've done a good job. Some time back we sat in a meeting and decided on specific programs that would carry out in a way to help our people, but also to be abreast with the information and the things that we are involved in. We run a very, very strong health sector, education. We are involved in areas of tourism. We also involve ourselves in the livelihoods of our people. We want to see those that are suffering, those that are going through some hardships. We interest ourselves in areas where our people are, for example, in jail or in hospitals, because all of those people belong to a religion or a faith somewhere. We are currently also looking at climate issues so that nothing is left unattended to. We believe that if anything is going to happen in this country, the religious sector has to be on the front line. We formed the Interreligious Council Statistics Unit and Committee to collect data on all our member organizations. We did it before we thought that you needed it. So to us, this donation, well, as some people have said that it is timely, for us it is out of time. We should have received this equipment much, much earlier. If we had, Dr. Mkiza, you wouldn't have had any of the groups that complained on the census results that their numbers were either, I'm trying to find the right word here. People use the word stolen. So you stole some numbers and you allocated them to some other people to beef them up, but they belonged elsewhere. And there were many groups, so I don't have to name them. So if this equipment had been in our possession, we possibly wouldn't have had those issues. The other thing is what you alluded to in your introduction when I came, and I apologize that I came in late. Issues of who we are and how we classify ourselves. For example, when you mentioned the Baptist Church on its own, that's part of the evangelical churches in our country. And all of them that are in that category. So you need to know, this department needs to know who belongs where and why. And because we cannot be that many groups out there, we've decided that some groups can be bundled together to come as one to cause unity. So that, to us, is a very important one. And we know that there are people who profess something close to what the born-agains believe in. Those ones are saved. They must start calling themselves the Sserwaddas, not born-agains. The born-again is the big thing, but the Sserwaddas are. Now, without going personal, I want to say that the recognition of this department, that the religious sector is an important sector to you, is a very welcome idea. Because normally, from the days of Idi Amin, religions started feeling that they were left out of the centerpiece of work. So this recognition, therefore, for me and for the rest of my team and all of us, is a very welcome one, and we thank you. Now, I noticed that we got the lion's share, 3,500 tablets. I was like, we've taken them all. Thank you for considering us. I mean, that makes our work even much easier, because nobody will complain. If you have more than enough food, all your children will be happy to eat at the same time and not fight over leftovers. So we thank you for the lion's share, and we want to thank you that this day has brought us to surface. You have done something that we will report. I asked my colleague that when we go back, we report to our chairperson the kind of reception we've received, the kind of positive comments you've given us. We want to say that we'll use this equipment and make you happy. Starting from now, 10 years from now, when you hold your next census, even if you wanted to hold it in 5, you can do it. The laws can be changed in your favor. We will give you statistics that you just copy and paste into your system. Then you don't have to worry about what is wrong and what is right. We promise you that we'll use them usefully and purposefully, and that we will make sure that everybody now understands that your department is finally working. We did not know that you were really serious, but now we know. So we want to report back. Thank you so much.